Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24, where today we travel on the road to face the defending Super Bowl champions, our division rivals in the Philadelphia Eagles. Our first of two meetings between us and Philly, and the first one will take place on the road. They currently sit at 5-4 while we're sitting at 2-7. Not been the best start to the season for us, and it's not going to get any easier today, but Philly has shown with a record of 5-4 that they are vulnerable. So can we take advantage on the road? Our defense has to play top-notch against their stellar offense. But if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. As we're moments away here from kickoff, the Eagles will start off with the football as we're underway here in week number 11, officially on the second half of the 2025 NFL season. It'll be a touchback for the Eagles, and that'll bring out Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense. Hurts has been basically perfect this year. Not a single interception thrown through the first 9 games of the season. It's absolutely incredible. Almost 2,000 yards and 15 touchdowns as well. Definitely in the MVP race. First play from scrimmage here for Philly is going to be a deep pass left side, and that one is batted away. Kendall Fuller in coverage that time. Next play, Hurts going back to the air, this time going shorter, as that is the 2020 Heisman Trophy winner Devonta Smith with a 4-yard reception. And now a quick third down here for Philly, where Hurts will look left side, and he will overthrow his tight end Dallas Goedert. So that'll be a 3-and-out for the Commanders defense. And I'll bring out the second-year man out of Washington, Michael Penix Jr., who played okay last week. He did have a late interception, so he still sits 6-6 in a 1-to-1 ratio and 1,000 yards on his first season as a starter. We'll start off with our own 28, where Devin Singletary will get a 10-yard run to start. Singletary got his first major workload last week, 21 carries, 78 yards. It was a little tough against the Giants. Not going to be any easier today with Jordan Davis up the middle for the Eagles, but there's a nice run right up the middle on cue. Singletary gets us out to our own 49. Next play, a wide open Terry McLaurin is overthrown. If Penix hits that throw, we could be looking at a touchdown early. So instead of 6, it's now a 2nd and 10. Bubble screen out for Robinson, who gets 6. McLaurin with some pretty good blocks on the outside. Now the Commanders sit third down. Quick throw left side. This one's caught by McLaurin. He sheds a tackle and picks up a first down. Just one of the best wide receivers in football, the go-to man for this offense. So now we're out to the 38 of Philly, where Singletary will get his third handoff, and that one will be a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now, bunch right side. They're going to toss it out that way. Singletary gets a couple of lead blocks, but great pursuits by Nakobe Dean, tracks him down, and Singletary gets nothing. So now a big 3rd and 11. Commanders go play fake. Penix with a man in his face floats it right side for McLaurin, and he's got it. He had Reddick barreling down on him, but Penix able to stand in the pocket and get it to the 5. Is now on 1st and goal, trying to throw off his back foot. Can't connect with Johnny Wilson. 2nd and goal now. Kareem Hunt in the backfield. He gets the carry. Kareem Hunt left side, and he's going to tumble his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt strikes first, and the Commanders have a 7-0 lead. A very good opening drive for Washington as the defense now takes the field again. Swift gets 2 on this carry. He had a touchdown last week in the Eagles win. Is now 2nd and 8, handoff again. Swift, he's going to get a couple yards again and makes it now 3rd and 6. Can Washington force back-to-back 3-and-outs? The answer is no. 3rd and 6 across the middle is caught by Goddard. He gets it out to the 45-yard line as our third down defense has been atrocious this season. Next play, back to Goddard. That's a 6-yard connection on the outside. 2nd and 4. Hurts staying in the air. Throws right side. This one's caught. Took grab by Kez Watkins, but of course he gets it to go as a lot of opposing receivers make the contested catch against us. Almost the same route. This time Smith gets the grab as Snee has been picked on a couple of times, and ever since being acquired he has not had the best season, but right as I say that, here's DeAndre Swift into the end zone for a touchdown, so I have to hold that thought because the Eagles tied up at 7 off of the 20-yard run from Swift, his 9th of the season. Next play from scrimmage is an interception. Penix is picked off across the middle. Nakobe Dean with the interception. It was an RPO. Penix should have just handed the ball off. So big time turnover now here for Washington to give the Eagles the football deep in their own territory. And Swift gets it started with a 9-yard run. Next play, great defense on the outside. Snead makes the 3-yard loss. So now it's 3rd and 4 for Philly. Washington brings pressure. Nice counter, though, by the Eagles. It's a short crossing pattern for Goddard. He will move the chains, and he'll get the Eagles in the red zone. Hurts staying in the air. Across the middle. This one's caught by Smith. He fights forward, and he's going to be marked inches shy of the first down marker. They spread him out still on 2nd down. Hurts tries to keep it, but he gets absolutely upended. Montez Sweat gets in the backfield. Loss of 2. Now 3rd and 2. Another crossing pattern in the end zone for a touchdown. It's the tight end Grant Calcaterra who finds the end zone. And the Eagles take their first lead of the day, 14-7. Next set of downs here for Washington is that's a big-time catch. Noah Clancy gets popped, but he holds on for a gain of 8. 2nd and 2, trying to hand off for Singletary. That's not going to work. And now a 3rd down for Washington. There's movement on 3rd and 2. A false start on right tackle. Andrew Wiley is not going to help. So instead of 3rd and 2, you now face 3rd and 7. Phoenix fires across the middle again, has a wide open McLaurin, and he can't hit him. That's the 2nd missed throw by Phoenix in just the first quarter that could have resulted in a touchdown. And the Eagles will hold the lead after the first quarter, 14-7. They'll begin this frame with a 1-yard loss. Jonathan Allen in the backfield, loss of 1. Now 3rd and 4 for Philly. Hurts across the middle, has Kez Watkins. That's going to be a first down. Commanders defense really missing Jeremiah Trotter across the middle. He will be back next week, however. Next play, Swift gets a beautiful pancake block from Cam Jurgens, who flattens Crisp and allows that big running lane. Next play, Hurts tries to keep it himself, but he's not going to fool Davis, who spins him down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8, Hurts in the pocket. Has pressure in his face, he's going to be sacked. That's Fidarian Mathis up the middle for a big-time sack. Now 3rd and 14 for the Eagles. Washington brings pressure. Try to set up a screen and it doesn't work. That'll be incomplete, and the Eagles will punt it back to the Commanders. So only down by 7 here is the next drive, trying to get it to Clancy, who picks up a gain of 6, the rookie out of Oregon, with a couple of catches today. Next play, handoff Singletary. There's Jordan Davis in the backfield, the superstar defensive tackle for another TFL. And now a 3rd and 5 for Washington. They try to set up a screen of their own, but Singletary can't catch it, and that's another punt for Washington. You got to keep pace with this Eagles offense while you can. Only down by 7. And on 1st and 10 here, here's Goddard short, and he's going to fight through some tackles for a first down, and he'll cross midfield. So the Eagles again starting to threaten here. Next play, Hurts steps up. He's going to scramble with it, and he's going to get some space. He's actually going to cough with the football, but thankfully for him, it's recovered by Calcaterra, and it'll stay Eagles ball. Now at the 25, Hurts scrambles again. Nobody's home up the middle. He's going to get a first down before being tackled down by Drue Tranquill. Eagles now in the red zone. Hurts again through the air. Fires right side. This one well off the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts again. Trying to pass for it. Looks short this time. He has a man. It's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 3 for the Eagles offense. They're going to trust Hurts in the air. He has a man short. It's Smith, and he's going to be inches shy of a touchdown. But more importantly, goal to go here for the Eagles. They'll try a read option, and Hurts will dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Philadelphia now takes a 14-point lead, 21-7 your score. Commanders starting to fall behind here. They're going to begin this drive with a handoff. Singletary left side. He's going to get a block, and Singletary is going to break free. Devin Singletary into the 2nd level. He's going to go the distance, 77 yards. One play. An answer for the Commanders. Singletary with a big-time run, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. The Eagles now with a 7-point lead after the home run shot, 21-14. They had the ball at their own 46, 2nd and 8. Hurts short, has a man. It's going to be caught. Swift gets maybe 1, and now it's 3rd and 7. Can the Commanders get off the field? Hurts scrambles for it, outruns a defender. He's going to pick up the first down. Sweat had a chance at him, but he couldn't make the play, and the Eagles' drive will continue. Now at the minute mark, Hurts takes a deep shot left side for Brown. It's incomplete. Kendall Fuller there with the pass breakup. Next play, Hurts in the gun. Will take it again. Has a man in front of him, but he's going to check it down for Goddard, and he's actually going to lose a yard, and he's going to step out of bounds. That will stop the clock. 3rd and 11 now. They're going to hand it off for Swift. He's actually going to get a big lane this time and almost pick up the first down. Washington calls timeout because they want the ball back. But Philly's going to go for it. 4th and inches, goal line formation. They give it to the fullback, and it's going to be a first down. No tush-push today, but the same results. The drive stays alive, so just keep it on the ground. Here's Swift again. Sheds a tackler, just throws aside Jatavius Martin. Pickup of 6. Philly used their second timeout. Now 2nd and 4. Hurts checks it down short. He has Watkins. He's going to get upended. And he's actually going to be hurt on the play, and that'll force Philly to use their final timeout. So 31 seconds, no way to stop the clock unless you go to the sidelines. 1st and 10. Hurts throws it away. Lives to fight another day. Now 26 seconds. Hurts again in the gun. Looks left side. Has Goddard, and he's going to have a touchdown. Just completely beats Martin in single coverage. The Eagles will add to their tally, and they'll take a 28-14 lead into the half. Want to see if the Commanders can get back in this one, or will the defense continue to play like Swiss cheese? Here's your halftime report here in week number 11 as we get ready to gear up for the final stretch of play. Starting off in New York, the Giants playing host to the Chargers. The Giants actually lead the division at 6-4, but they're losing at home to LA 7-3, 13-7 your score. Another action. How about we go a little bit west? Out in Green Bay, the Packers having an abysmal season. They're playing host to the Ravens, who are currently up 21-7. Green Bay 1-9 on the young season. Well, the Ravens, they're 4-5. They're not looking much better. Finally, in Buffalo, 2 of the best teams in the AFC, the Bills and the Bengals going at it, as the Bills currently house a 14-7 lead. Both those teams vying for the top spot in the AFC. Back to our game, Ho. We're trying to get our 3rd win of the season, as Devin Singletary will begin with a 3-yard carry. 96 yards in the first half. 77 of those, though, came on that touchdown run. 2nd and 7, bubble screen out here for Wilson, who's going to fight forward. Use that big 6'8 frame to pick up a first down. Next play, back to the ground. Singletary, gain of 2 before running into the arms of Miles Jack. Back to the air now on 2nd and 8. Penix looks for Wilson. He can't hold on to it. He was very sure-handed last year, but this year Wilson's had a case of the drops. 3rd and 8. Penix drops back to throw. Has a man open, but he overthrows Wilson. Another missed throw for Michael Penix Jr. And it results in another punt. Hasn't been on his game today. First play here for the Eagles is a catch, apparently, to the left side. We're going to challenge, and, well, it's very obvious that was not a catch. So this time, we actually do win the challenge. 2nd and 8, handoff for Swift. He's going to run to the arms of the Defensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Allen, for a loss of 1. So now Philly faces 3rd and 11. They get pressure up front, and it's going to be Drue Tranquill who brings down Hurts. A big sack there for the linebacker. He forces a punt, and the Commanders actually get the ball in good field position. They start this drive in Eagles territory, and this 14-yard run is going to help. Singletary gets to the 34. Next play, back to him. Left side again, trying to avoid Davis and Reddick on that right side. Picks up 4. Kareem Hunt will check in here on 2nd and 6. Penix will go back to the air, though. Looks left side, has Ali, but he can't hold on to it. Hit applied by Ringo, forces it incompletion. 3rd and 6, across the middle, has McLaurin in the second level. That's a nice throw on 3rd down, and it gets the Commanders' goal to go now from the 8. Next play, a naked bootleg, gets outside the pocket, checks it down for Singletary. You can't stop from going out of bounds. He only picks up 2. Next play, they're going to give it to Singletary, and he's going to run right into the arms of the defense. He picks up 2, and now you get a big 3rd and goal from the 4. 3 tight ends in the formation. Quick drop. Penix checks it down for Singletary. He's got men in front of him. He's not going to come close. He's actually going to lose 2. So the Commanders will just kick the field goal, 28-17, now down by 11. This will help, though, in the next drive. A sack goes Hurts. Chase Young there for the half sack. So now a 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Pressure up front again. Hurts spins away, but it can't get it to Goddard. That one's incomplete, so the Commanders force a punt. They get the ball back at their own 35-yard line, as this drive will start with a 2-yard loss, and Tyron Smith is hurt again. Now 3rd and 12 for Washington. Penix in the pocket, fires right side. This one's batted down. Tried to find Robinson. Nice deflection there. Forces another Commanders punt. Still down by 11. Jalen Hurts now with it. Scrambles right side, and he's going to pick up the first down. Gain of 11 into Washington territory. Eagles trying to extend their lead here. Next play, handoff for Braylon Allen. He's going to get his first carry of the day. The second-year man out of Wisconsin gets started with a 14-yard carry. Swift actually banged up on the sideline. He will stay out. There's a nice throw, though, for A.J. Brown, who again beat Snead in single coverage. He struggled in that department this season. Goal to go now here for the Eagles, and that's going to be an easy catch and score. A.J. Brown wakes up here on this drive, finds the end zone. Now a 35-17 lead for the Eagles. 18 points separates these two squads. That was an abysmal throw for Michael Penix Jr. 2nd and 10, play fake, throws right side, another terrible throw, well behind Wilson. Penix is just not on his game here. Now 3rd and 10, you got to make something happen. Is off the play fake, he has 2 men in his face. Nothing really he can do there as he's brought down. And that'll end the third quarter. We're down by 3 scores, so like's been the trends. We're just going to go a little quickly here through the fourth quarter. It will start, though, with a 49-yard field goal try for the Eagles. And Trey Wolf will put that one right down the middle. So they extend their lead, now up by 21, as Penix intercepted on the next play from scrimmage. His second of the day. He's had himself an absolutely awful performance here. The Eagles, though, will not do anything with it. They will get stuffed, so they will kick another field goal, extend their lead now up to 24. Commanders, though, would put together one drive as they get 2nd and goal from the 5, and Singletary will find the end zone for the second time today. That'll chip into this lead a little bit. They will try to go for 2 to make it a 2-score game, but they will be unsuccessful. And that'll really be all for you the fourth quarter. We will drop this one 41-23, an 18-point loss here for the Commanders. Just another trash performance on both sides of the football. The defense did not play well, while the offense and Penix Jr. specifically had a very bad game to remember. I do think, however, the defense played a little bit better in the second half, but I mean, just too much given up. Too many big plays. The offense did not help with 2 interceptions. Can't force a turnover. Just this team needs a lot of work. And there's some glaring holes on this team. Zone coverage has been a problem. The offensive line has been a problem. We got to get through the rest of the season, though, before we can make some improvements. So 2-8, not ideal. Here's the rest of the scores here in week number 11. We'll take a look at the Thursday night game first, where the Texans go into Tennessee and win 26-7. Baker Mayfield got the 3-year extension last year after a solid play in Tennessee, and he's not played like a starter this year. Another 3-interception day for him. And the Texans get a big win on the road against the Titans. On the Sunday games, the Lions drop one at home to the Cowboys, 31-21. That drops the Lions underneath 500. They now sit 5-6. Love didn't have the best of games, so again, that turns to the question, when will we see Cade Klubnik get the starts? The Raiders, they lose to the Chiefs 30-24. Sam Howell in his second start throws for 3 touchdowns. Only 100 yards, though, so not throwing for a lot of yards, but at least a better performance for him in this one. But they still lose to Kansas City. On Sunday night, the Patriots beat the Jaguars 21-17 as New England looks to keep pace with the Buffalo Bills out there in the AFC East and defend their crown, while the Jaguars continue to put on a very disappointing season down there in Duval. And on Monday night, the Colts beat the Broncos 28-21, a big win for Indy. They look like the team to beat in the AFC South. The Broncos still dealing with the injury to Shedeur Sanders. Davis Mills has been the starter, and it's kind of taken Denver out of playoff contention in the AFC. Here are your players of the week. Jalen Hurts gets it against us with 4 total touchdowns. Mahomes gets it in the AFC, while Wallace and Witherspoon are your defensive players of the week. Next episode, we'll play host to the Las Vegas Raiders, who sit 5-5, which means we will probably see Sam Howell start at quarterback. They've been starting him over Leonard, and it's going to be a revenge game, but this is a team I think we can compare to. Now, I've talked a lot about the sliders and the gameplay recently. The Eagles are a very good offensive team, so this will be a good testament game. The Raiders aren't anything special. If we can't stop Las Vegas, I'm afraid we can't stop anybody. They're 83 offense versus our 88 defense. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's been a rough season, but we're going to keep trugging along and try to get this team better. But thank you guys for the support anyway. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.